Hi, welcome back to my channel. This is Jennifer Scrappy & Kane. Today I'm sharing a double 8.5 by 11 layout using a Scraproom kit from September. I'm using the 49 and Market collection. Oh, I don't remember the name of it. It has strawberries and it came out this year. So it's a recent collection. I believe it's still available on a Cherry on Top and scrapbook.com. It's no longer available at the scrap room, but this is what I received. I have quite a bit of it still left, and I want to get it out of my stash because it is a cute fall-ish type uh, collection, and I have some photos to do with it, and I have a ton of 49 and Market stash, so I don't really want to add it to my stash. I would rather just go ahead and use it up if I can. So I'm showing you the embellishments that I received, what I have left. I've already created at least one other double page layout, I believe. So this is the second one, and I'm going to use some of the rub-ons. I'm going to use some of the laser cuts. I have the smaller papers, which are 6x8, and I have like 4 or 5 of those, I believe. Maybe, yeah, 4 of them, 5 of them. Either way, I don't know. I can't count today. Anyways, I have a few scraps left from the other layout that I created, and I kept those torn edges because I think they're going to be really great on this layout. I am going to bring in a stash piece of brown paper from 49 and Market, and it's from my stash because I needed something darker to make everything pop. Everything is kind of the same color palette in this collection, and adding in the darker brown to go with the wood grain elements that are in the collection really helped everything else pop. So that's this one here, and this one was from a newer collection also. I don't remember the name of that one either, but it's a fall collection. I have these frames in my stash. Those are from, ooh, what is that one called? Crafty Garden, I think is what that one was called. And then the word love is from an older rub on collection that is 49 Market. This one here, Tranquility, actually gets put to the side and I kind of forget about it. So I don't use anything out of that laser cut pack. I end up just using everything that I showed in the beginning for ephemera pieces. And it works out fine. I think the frames really help add in a whole lot with it. I have 5 photos of my niece and my sister. I used to babysit my niece when she was little while my sister worked. I was young. I was like, she was born when I graduated high school, and I babysat her like when she was a baby until she was just over 2, I believe. And then I got a job and I went to work. But I used to babysit her at home, and that was just to help my sister out at the time because daycare is expensive. So I watched her instead, and my mom watched her also when she wasn't at work. But I took these photos of her. I have lots of photos of her actually from like a baby until she's about 2, 3 years old because I used to have her a lot. So I would take pictures of her because she was so cute, and I loved taking photos even then. I was young and I still love taking photos to this day. So photos are definitely my favorite. And I just want to get these ones documented and put into her album as I'm running out of photos of my oldest son to scrapbook and even my youngest son because, again, he no longer wants to take pictures. So I only have all of the pictures I took of him before the age of probably 12, 11 ish when he started, like, oh, I don't want to take photos. So I don't really want to scrapbook them all and be done, even though most people are like, oh, but you would have albums complete. To me, that's sad because I'm not sure what I'm going to do for my hobby if, I run out of pictures. So I'm going to start scrapbooking some of my old favorite photos. The little girl is actually going to be 32, and she's going to have her third baby here soon. She's due in December, but they will probably take the baby early because she has some complications, and it's usually best to take her babies early because they are fairly large babies. So, um, but it's definitely time to document these cute photos. And it was 2 days before my sister's birthday when I took these photos, but I had just taken them because I thought her outfit was so cute that day. So I wanted to take some pictures of her. And I took a few with my sister, and then there's a couple with just my niece by herself. And what I'm doing here is I put all those little frames together and they stack together. There's multiple layers. Two of the frames don't have any layers on them. That's just the way that particular frame is. So it's just the frame single. And then the larger one and the other two with her mom are like triple stacked. And they're fairly thin. So even though you triple stack them, they're not adding a whole lot of bulk to the layout. I used those two torn pieces that I showed at the beginning and added the brown paper to add a little extra color. And I left it fairly thick. It's about an inch thick, and I really like the way that that looks. So I was okay with that. And now I'm just going to decide where the photos are going to go. In the close-ups, you'll see that particular photo that I just put down. It's going to be moved down just a little bit in the close-ups. You probably wouldn't even notice, except for I told you. But I had it a little bit too far apart, and I didn't notice it really until I was taking photos of the layout. But it's okay. I mean, it looks okay right now where it's at, but I end up moving the photo that is on the left-hand side a little bit down more. So they almost look like they were together or like right by each other. So instead of keeping it like that, I decided I wanted to put a little bit more space between it. This photo down here at the bottom, I did have to slice about half an inch or so off of it, and half is on the left and the rest of it is on the right, and I'm okay with that. It looks totally fine when it's in the album, even though I use D-ring album, so there is space in between the layouts, but it's just her little feet, and I think it makes it look more like a two-page layout than two separate layouts. So here I have the word loved that I went ahead and rubbed on. It rubbed on beautifully, except for part of the O still looks white on the brown paper. And I'm not sure why. Usually 49 Market rub-ons rub on very nicely. But I'm not sure why that one is white versus the color of the brown paper. But either way, it's down, it's staying. These rub-ons here are ones that I received in the Scraproom kit, and I cut that one in half so that I could use half at the top and half at the bottom of the larger photo, and I just thought that added a nice little detail over here with that photo. So there we go. I'm going to place this one down at the bottom and pull it up, and I think it looks really good. So I'm going to bring in that little tree stump, a little label that says Days We Treasured, I believe, and then Loved is going to be the title. And I just thought it was kind of cute. Like I said, it's very fitting for these photos of a mother and daughter. And I can add a little bit of journaling right in between the photo and the title Loved on the left hand side, like their ages and, just explaining why I took the photos that day. But I think it's super cute. I'm going to put this cute little box, I believe is what it is, in the circle. And then these little mushrooms, which I think are so cute. I'm going to add them up here. I got quite a few of the mushrooms, a couple of the strawberries left, and all of the like laser cuts, which were tree stumps or little wagons. There's a wagon down on the right hand side by the photo. I added that one, and I added another label on it that says Simple Pleasures, I believe. And I did stack a little like ladybug and a strawberry, I think. So it does kind of look layered. Up at the top on the right hand side, I added strawberries up there that were colored instead of black and white. There was black and white strawberries on the pre-made paper, but instead of keeping them black and white, I decided to go ahead and add the colored strawberries since I had three of them, and I'm not sure how much more of this collection I'm actually going to use. I think I have enough to probably create one more layout using like the laser cuts and the ephemera pieces that go with this particular layout. But I could always add these papers in with other 49 Market collections. But I wanted to create this layout before I said I was done with the collection as a collection itself. So there you go. I added in some flat back pearls in gold just because I thought it added a nice little touch. And that is the layout complete. I hope you guys enjoyed today's layout. I definitely enjoyed creating it. Please like and subscribe. Bye.